My name is Sarah Jones, and I'm a mum of 4 children. I'm also standing for Parliament here in Croydon, where I was born and where I live. When I talk to people from round here about politics, the biggest response I get is, "What are you doing that for? Politics doesn't make any difference." I want to explain to you why I think it does. This is the park at the top of my road, and my twins come here most days to play, to make friends and to have fun. But it could have been very different. My boys were born early. They had premature lung disease, which meant they couldn't breathe on their own. So they were rushed here to the Special Care Baby Unit at Croydon University Hospital. This team saved my boys' lives, and thanks to the doctors and nurses here, 2 weeks later, I was able to take my boys home.
So tell me about your experience of the NHS.
I had a very long labour. I was in so much pain and I felt really afraid, and went from feeling that to walking through the doors and just feeling this instant sense of calm and reassurance.
But there are still some real challenges for our NHS. Not everyone's experience of the NHS is positive.
Where we used to have like 3 or 4 staff members around, we have time for residents. But because there has been that cut, there is not enough time for us to spend with the residents. So because of that, that has put pressure on us.
Yeah. Has the NHS been good to you?
Yes, indeed it has, yes. That's indispensable, really, I could say.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember when the NHS was first set up?
Only vaguely, because the year we got engaged was the year 1948.
And what does the NHS mean to you now? Are you using it now?
Very much so, because I'm having treatment for cancer. You see, and it's invaluable to me, because keeping us alive.
Yeah. My twins were given a chance of life because the Labour Party set up the NHS. But sometimes even the strongest things can become vulnerable if we take them for granted. The NHS is under threat. The government are privatising services, targets are being missed and waiting times are up. Labour will fund more doctors and nurses, paid for by a tax on tobacco companies and by closing tax loopholes. We will care for the elderly and for families and for carers when they need it most. I want the NHS to be around for my children's children. I want their generation to be better than mine. That's why politics matters.
Well,